Can we have a sense of what he's doing with all of this money as he sells and liquidates his holdings here?
Yeah, so that's the sort of big topic of conversation in Silicon Valley. I mean, this is, one of the great liquidity events of the year. As you say, he's kind of sold about $2 billion. So one thing we do know is he's using some of that for his next startup, something called Cloud Kitchens. And effectively that's sort of supplying, they're known as dark kitchens, basically to restaurants who want to do delivery services, but don't actually want to have that in their own restaurants. That's a pretty capital intensive business. So he's put about $300 million into that, and it's doing pretty well. He seems to have the knack with private companies because the latest valuation from a January investment by the Saudis valued that at about $5 billion. So not a bad return for Travis Kalanick there, but that leaves a huge amount of money left, kind of on the table, and that's sort of the guessing game right now. Not really sure what he's doing with it, and it's all in cash, so he's very liquid, and whether there's a big opportunity out there that might emerge, or he's just playing it conservative and wants to get out of Uber and sit on his fortune for the moment.
Yeah, when you say he has a knack for it, he certainly has a knack for getting the valuations up high, although Uber shares have taken quite a fall since the company went public. I'm also wondering how typical it is to see a co-founder liquidate so much of their holdings right after the IPO.
Yeah, at least I've been covering this space for 6-7 years, and I've never seen something at this pace. It's pretty extraordinary, really. So just to give you a bit of context, his co-founder, Garrett Camp, who's still at Uber, he's sold off about maybe 35 million of his shares out of a $2 billion portfolio, and that's much more the pace you typically see. But obviously Travis Kalanick, he was sort of ousted as the CEO, and he may feel his sort of time is done at Uber. And certainly there's been filings out there that suggest he's planning on selling his entire stake. So, as recently as November, I think the stake was something like, what would it be, sort of $2.5 billion, and it's now down $2 billion to 500 or 600 million. So it's an absolutely extraordinary pace of sale.
Tom, really, really quick, do Uber investors care about this, care about his sales?
Doesn't seem to be affecting the share price too much. As you say, the share price is down, but that seems to be unrelated to sort of the pace of the sales. So it seems people have kind of sort of baked in the idea that Travis Kalanick may not have much of a role left at Uber.